About a decade and a half after the Missouri Compromise, we see the Texas annexation being delayed over the issue of slavery. Texas was forced to wait about 9 years before it could join with the Union, largely over the slave issue. Texas would have been a large slave state coming into the Union, adding a lot of population, as well as giving the South an advantage in the Senate. James Polk came into office, if you remember, promising manifest destiny, getting out to the Pacific Ocean. He did so by annexing Texas, which caused some concerns, but the Northerners also saw his willingness to negotiate over Oregon and taking less territory in the north, but then also starting a war with Mexico to get the Mexican cession territory as a concession that he was under the influence of Southern powers, right? Because more land would be brought in to the south than in the north. It was during the Mexican War that a representative in the House named David Wilmot proposed what's called the Wilmot Proviso. The Wilmot Proviso would have made it so that any land gained in the Mexican cession would have had to have been free soil. Now, the issue with that is that the 3630 line goes right through the Mexican cession territory, and there was an assumption that even though it applied only to Louisiana Purchase territory, that it would continue over to the Pacific coast. This becomes another issue, and there's going to have to be another compromise with this. The important part of the Wilmot Proviso, though, is that it's passed in the House of Representatives because the North has a huge population advantage there, and it easily passes, setting that land aside as a free soil territory. However, in order for the bill to become a law, it has to pass the Senate. And the Senate, it has a balance of power, and the Southerners kill off the Wilmot Proviso in the Senate, so it never actually passes. And the Mexican cession territory, they have to figure out something else to do with it. But this only reaffirms to the South that if they let the balance of power off, if the Southerners somehow lose that balance of power, then slavery will cease to exist because the North will eventually just crush it.